Capitalist Death Parade! Capitalist Death Parade! Capitalist Death Parade! Welcome to the Capitalist Death Parade with your hosts, Joy Marine Man and Josh Radio Hedge, a podcast where we discuss the dystopian hellscape of capitalism that we call home. Hello, I'm Josh Radio Hedge.
And I'm Joy Marine Man.
And we're glad to be back. I spent the last 2 weeks, Joy, I don't know if you heard this, I spent the last 2 weeks recovering from a surgery on my lower back. And I'm starting to worry, Joy, that when they put me under, I think I might have died and gone to hell. That's all I can figure. That's all I can.
It could be, or it also could be like purgatory type thingy.
Well, so here's my theories. I either got sucked into hell or I got sucked into the clown planet. And I figure either way I go, I'm covered. You know, I've decided to get along on this planet. I'm not going to wear the swastika armband, though I know it's very popular now. I'm just going to wear the clown nose and the devil horns. I think that's the way to go.
We don't do that on my channel.
We don't do clown nose?
No. You already know that. I literally had a meltdown. No, seriously, take it off. It bothers me.
Boop. All right, fine. You're no fun.
Yeah, no, I don't do clowns. Like, I literally will have a meltdown.
Oh, man.
Yeah, I'm sick as fuck, so you guys are going to be very turned on by me blowing my nose throughout the show, but I canceled last night, and I'm postponing it till tomorrow night, so I don't want to do that again. So this is, yeah, so I went to go see my friend in prison. I flew out to Detroit, last Wednesday, and I was there for a few days. And those of you who have watched my show know that I've been interviewing a gentleman, Temujin Kensu, from prison for almost 5 years. And last week I was finally able to go see him in person. So I flew out and got to see him for over 4 hours last Thursday. It was incredible just to go and give him hugs and, you know, talk to him in person. And, you know, it was just great. Great to just be together. And Temujin is on his 38th year in prison. He has been proven innocent multiple times. Yet Governor Gretchen Whitmer of Michigan refuses to sign his clemency report. There are a lot of reasons and things that go into this, and they all revolve around corruption and money. Shocker. So definitely I'm going to be doing more shows about this, and I am going to be going on the show Due Dissidence on Thursday at noon, and I'm going to have 2 very, very big announcements that I have not yet shared. So yeah, so I'm guessing I definitely got the lurpies or something from the prison. Even the like waiting room area was like, oh my God, like, yeah. Wow. It was walking. What's that?
Oh, nothing. Go ahead. Yeah, I know. I saw your show or your video that you put out yesterday. It was insane.
God.
Just hearing your descriptions of it.
Just walking through the fucking door, even into the lobby, I was like, oh my fucking God. I just feel like shit's crawling on me. It was, ugh. But that's my privilege talking, because then I got to go back and take a nice hot shower in my hotel.
Yeah. I would wholeheartedly suggest you guys give that a watch. Her post yesterday. It's videos from before and after her interviews with Timogen, and it was a powerful video. Thank you for sharing that, by the way.
Yeah, I wanted to make a video the night before, the night of, and the morning after, because I knew it was going to be a very emotional experience. I've never been in a prison before. And especially as someone who is disabled and needed to bring in equipment and my cane and all of these things. And I was going in as a journalist. So I had all these, additional protocols, and it was a really fucking long process, like long process to even get the approval. And it was, it was really difficult, especially to say goodbye. So yeah, if you want to give that a look, last night, it's, my producer Matt strung the 3 videos together. They're short videos, but it's just, I felt like I needed to keep like a video diary of just how I was feeling. I knew it would be emotional, but I didn't know it would be that emotional.
Yeah.
So yeah. So you could check that out if you like. And again, I have 2 huge announcements coming Thursday at noon on Due Dissidence, and they both relate to Temujin. So
I have a big announcement to make. Are you ready?
I don't know.
So all right, get ready for this. Hold on to your butt. So due to the fact that I had to have surgery on my lower back, today I got all the stitches out, and I'm not going to lie, it hurts to sit. So in honor of getting my stitches out and it hurting to sit throughout the broadcast, I may stand up due to the pain. But in honor of this, for the first time ever on Endless Death Parade, I'm wearing pants. So this is a special occasion for everybody for being here.
This is pants. Fucking crazy, guys.
I know.
Holy shit. Yo, these numbers are going to either drop today or raise today. I'm not certain which one.
It's going to be a roller coaster ride, I'm sure of it. So,
there was this one, I've been doing my show for 8 years, so I've dealt with all kinds. And there was this one guy who was running for a local election. I believe it was California. I could see his face in my brain, but I can't think of what his name was. But he said to me, "Do I have to wear pants?" on the interview? And he was running for office. And I was like, dude, I wish I could vote for this guy. He's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that is pretty great.
Isn't that rad? I was like, yo, we need more people like you.
Fuck yeah. Well, are you ready to jump in to the insanity that has been these last few weeks and especially these last few days? Oh my God.
Becky, look at her butt.
Okay, so shall we start with the Heil heard round the world?
Don't.
I can't even say that word.
No,
I don't know what words YouTube says I can't say. I don't even know. I need a huge list on the wall. Please
listen. Just say salute. That's all. Salute. Just say salute. Okay. Everybody knows what you're talking about. I'm not trying to get my channel taken down.
I didn't know that was a word.
Everybody knows what salute means.
All right.
So anyway.
Hey, everybody, I'm going to make a giant list of all the words that I can't say. I might need an extra wall, so feel free to chip in so I can build on to my little room for all the words you can't say on YouTube.
Yeah, trust me.
And that was the nicer title that I came up with, by the way, Joe. I had another one that I thought, I don't know if YouTube will go for that. So I went with a nicer one.
I forgot to warn you ahead of time.
I didn't know.
I know.
Nobody tells you this. There's not just like a big billboard that tells you don't say these words online. You don't know.
No, a lot of times I don't know until I get an email that's like, your channel received a strike, and if you get another one, we're taking your channel down. and stuff like this, and it's like,
Yeah.
okay, like freedom of speech,
What's,
bitches. But
it's
anyway,
pretty wild.
let's
Oh,
start.
you want me to put up the first video? We start right in the mess of it. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So yeah, during Donald Trump's inauguration parade and celebration and 18 different events where everybody had to get up and speak and all that crap, Elon got up, gave a really powerful speech, and then he did this.
Yeah, we're not
And
going to act that out either.
we're not going to
did you
what?
act it out or just show it?
No, I'm not going to act it out. I'm going to let him
Okay.
and these literal neo-Nazis do it for me. I don't need to act it out because you can clearly see. And by the way, he didn't just give the lazy salute, which is the one arm just up. And by the way, that's like in military, they would call that what?
He did the chest pound.
He did the whole thing. And that's what I'm trying to tell people. People are like, oh no, the Hitler salute is just the one arm up. And I'm like, no, that's when it's like in American military terms, they call that at ease. No, when you are at attention and you salute properly, then you do the chest to the arm up. And for people to be like, oh, it's not the Hitler salute. It's like, Jesus, just look. All you have to do is open your eyes and not be, I don't know, literally brain damaged. I can't think of any other way that somebody could see this and not be like, oh yeah. Even Charlie Kirk was watching it live and he was like, oh my God, did he just do a Nazi salute? Even Charlie Kirk saw it. I mean, what?
Dude, I love how people are saying it's his autism.
Oh my God. Right?
First of all,
it's totally.
I didn't even know he fucking had autism. Is that like new to like use as an excuse? Or I don't even know what that is, but like my husband's worked with autistic people for like decades, and not that they're a monolith, but nothing like this has ever really taken place. And you know, I was watching a few videos from people of color, and they're like, okay, the thing is, it's like when people say drop the N-word and they're like, oh my God, I'm not racist. I didn't mean to say that, but you did. So it stems from somewhere. And then the other thing is, he wouldn't have done that unless he knew he was in a safe space. He knew that he was comfortable doing it. He didn't do it somewhere with like all Democrats or at a picnic or something. He did it where he was comfortable.
Yep. Here, I'm gonna throw the next one up. So this is the next one that I had to compare it to, since people are literally saying, "Oh, he didn't mean it. He has a mental disability that made him throw the dang Hitler salute," which that sounds completely reasonable. But here, I found this and it made my day. It's from Dr. Strangelove, of the Nazi scientist whose arm apparently he can't control from occasionally throwing the cigar or our salute. Sorry.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, this is the first thing I thought of when people were like, "Oh, it's because of his autism, you see," and I'm like, "Oh yeah."
Oh my God.
Anyways, I just had to share that one. I thought that one was pretty fun. Oh God, what do we got next in this? Oh, okay. I got a comic strip for you. This one got me because I literally thought the same thing as soon as it happened. I said it to my partner. I was like, "So what's next? Is Musk gonna grow a little square mustache and claim that it was inspired by Charlie Chaplin?" Anyways, they totally nailed it. Like the next day, I'm like, "Oh, you got it."
What's this say? I can't even see it.
Oh. It's of course Musk originally doing the salute, and it's a little dude going, "It's a Roman salute," and then it's Trump looking like Hitler with a Hitler mustache, and he goes, "It's a Chaplin mustache." And then it's a bunch of like marching. He's like, "It's a freedom force," and last it's people being led into a camp, and he goes, "It's a cyber camp." It's just they'll always find a way to excuse these motherfuckers, won't they?
But I mean, is it? Let's be clear here. Is it that different from Democrats? Like, when we look at the broad picture of things, Don't the
Yeah.
Democrats, and this isn't making an excuse, I'm saying, don't the Democrats do the same shit as far as he didn't mean it like that? It was like this. But also, he didn't
Yeah.
mean it like that because look at this. And also,
Yeah.
if you look at it this way, it technically was more like this. And they do the same fucking shit.
Yeah, but it's
It's
just
that
that the
collective
Republicans are way more
power.
blatant about it. They're way more blatant about it. Like for me, it's like the difference between the OK sign, which is clearly a dog whistle, and then literally the dang Hitler salute, which I'm sorry, that's not a dog whistle. That's the straight up. That's as clear as it gets. In fact, I think that's at the point of crystal clarity. That doesn't get clearer. There isn't a more Nazi gesture. You know what I'm saying? Like there isn't a way to get extra Nazi beyond what he did, beyond literally having the armband. So I don't know. You do wonder how far these people are willing to simp and defend the absolute shittiest things you've ever seen. Can I throw up that the ADL response? Which, oh my god, the ADL response. Are you ready?
Well, yeah, but that's the other thing. Throughout my years of activism, I have worked with some incredible organizers, and they've always told me, Joy, ADL is a joke. And I'm like, really? Because, like, I thought they did a lot of good work
You thought?
and stuff like that. And throughout the years, they would just tell me, like, Joy, I'm telling you, they're a joke. I'm telling you, it's all a facade. Look deeper. And then the past few years, I did start looking deeper. And then they would come out and defend Hizzlebub and stuff with shit. And I'm like, okay, nope, nope, no, 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 done.
Yeah.
And now we see Free Palestine is anti Semitic, and Elon giving a salute is not.
No, it's not just Free Palestine. It's not just from the river. The ADL has even claimed that a keffiyeh or a Palestinian flag pin on a person who is Palestinian is anti-Semitic. So let's see what the ADL has to say. The ADL has to say, after watching Musk go full Hitler, this is a delicate moment. It's a new day, and yet so many are on edge. Our politics are inflamed, and social media only adds to the anxiety. It seems that Elon Musk made an awkward gesture in a moment of enthusiasm. He was really enthusiastic about it.
Awkward.
Not a Nazi salute, not a Nazi salute, but again, we appreciate that people are on edge. Oh, I love that line. We appreciate that you're on edge. In this moment, all sides should give one another a bit of grace, unless you say the words Free Palestine. Perhaps even the benefit of the doubt. And take a breath. This is a new beginning. Let's hope for healing and work towards unity in the months and years ahead. God, ADL, thank you. If it weren't for you, I would have been like, damn, I condemn Nazis. But thanks to you, I see that I was wrong. So I appreciate that.
Anyone who says unity can eat a bag of dicks. I don't want unity. I want solidarity. There's a difference.
Yeah.
And I'm not having
what
solidarity
do they want to unify
with? Like that.
Yeah.
What?
I said, what do they want to unify with? Think about that. It's like, you want unity? Okay, well, who are you unifying with?
With people who think like them.
I guess so. I mean, who would have thought,
it's just incredible that, you see, the Democrats use the word unity all the time. They trash Republicans, Trump, all his supporters. And then they're like, we need unity. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, you're trashing half of America who you are going to represent, whether you want to or not. You're going to represent everyone, whether they voted for you or not. And you're calling them trash and everything else. And it's unity. It's a fucking, it's like a flowery word for just fucking being passive aggressive and saying, like, if you don't fall in line, you don't want
Yep.
unity. That's not unity. How dare
No.
you? What they mean is they want unity with themselves. That's what
Yeah,
they
they want
want.
you to unify behind them. They don't want to
Exactly.
unify with you. I don't know.
Exactly. How about we're not going to unify with the Dems? How about the Dems get their shit together and come unify with us? Because we're not
Yep.
moving and it'll
Yep.
never happen. And that's okay.
So this the next one that I put up, as soon as he did the salute, I went on to 4chan because I was dying to see what the Nazis thought about it. So, anyways, the Nazis were sharing this. They say it's time to bring it back. Just tell them you're doing the Musk salute. By the way, the name of this picture is Elon has opened the door. Let's keep it open. So the Nazis recognize that this was a salute. And they're now suggesting, guys, it's time to bring it back. This is our moment. So they recognize it. I don't, it's so weird, isn't it? And now I got to show you. This is my favorite little comic that I saw so far on this. Somebody put this one up today. Let me share it with you. Bing.
You guys smash the like button and subscribe.
That's right. So is this one, as you can see, it's everyone telling the center right that the Nazi salute was a Nazi salute, from the far left to the center left to the center, and even the far right in a Nazi hat. Everybody agrees it was a Nazi salute, except for the people trying to pretend that it wasn't, the center right. Everyone else is like, oh my God. Even, I mean, good Lord, even the like Charlie Kirk, far right, he saw it immediately. That's a Nazi salute. He said it. Because he saw it. He didn't make it up because he's a twisted leftist who's trying to find a way to bring down the good guys. He said it because he saw it. Anyway, I had to share that one. I thought that was a hell of a little comic / chart. So
shit's crazy.
Let's see. I think I have something else from you here. Yep, I do. So, of course, as you know, the Republicans are now in like full retaliation and actually more like excusatory mode. So they've been making excuses from autism to, this is my favorite, you shared it to me. Oh, look, here's everybody else doing the Hitler salute. But the problem is...
So let me get into why I wanted to share this. Because I'm seeing these pictures all over Twitter. And the issue is nobody is showing a video of the context, because sometimes politicians will wave, and their hands will go. I believe Hillary gave this salute because she's, I believe she did. But
did you say Hillary?
So this could have been a freeze frame from a wave. The question is, A, what is it from? And B, did they pound their chest before they did it? Because this is, and I've never been the person to be like, well, what's the context? I don't do that. That's ever, but like, and the fact that I'm even like kind of defending Snake of all snakes in a way like disgusts me, and I have to take a shower. But like,
but you get it. You get that it's disingenuous. It definitely is.
Yeah, I kind of want to see like what's the video from. Like I said, Hillary, I don't even care because I believe it's legit. I think she just did.
What's that word behind her head? Does that say oligarchy? I can't quite read it. I'm kidding.
It says oligarchy?
No, I'm just kidding. It says Hillary.com or something probably, but
no, but the best is when she was standing in front of her Hillary sign and it said liar. Like,
I did see that.
Because of her head.
Funny.
Oh my God, it was amazing.
That was a brilliant capture by whoever caught that picture. I saw that one too. All right, let's jump to the next one here. What do I got next? fixed. Oh, of course. And here's Elon's very thoughtful and very well-worded response so as to alleviate anybody's fears. Oh, there we go.
So,
I don't think it's a joke.
When I saw this, I'm like, yes, correct. Now you fucking get it. You get it now, dude. You fucking get it. Yes.
He told the truth.
You are both.
He told the truth. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you for sharing that with me. I missed that one before you shared it to me. I was like, oh, that's great.
Like, I was screenshotted that shit because I'm like, if he deletes that, I want that. Because I swear, I just feel like putting it in every fucking Zionist comments and being like, be like Elon. Elon gets it. He's both.
Yep. I'm absolutely, by the way, going to black out the word apparently and share this everywhere. So.
Yeah, seriously.
Because man, you finally did it. All right. And then okay, I guess we're getting into the TikTok realm of things. So I guess we're moving on. Are you ready to move on from Musk, the muskiness? Is your nose filled with the musk? Are you satisfied? Did you get your musk? Are you good?
Ew. Well, is that what my sickness is called? Is that what this is? Like, I have the musk.
It sounds like a gross word.
Pejorative now. It's like a, I'm going to use it as an adjective, but as a pejorative. So be like, oh, that smells like musk. Oh, that shit's musk. Oh man, I feel like musk. Oh my God, this is the grossest musk.
Oh, I just stepped in a huge pile of musk.
Oh, watch your foot. There's musk over there.
Oh man, that's
bad. My God.
All right, so we're gonna move on from Musk into the realm of I guess we're going to TikTok. So I guess we're kind of going to the Trump realm. I don't know if you guys are paying attention, but as of yesterday, Trump is now
ADL. That's why I put it in there. This is relative to ADL.
The next one I had was the pro-Palestine content. Okay, you're right. It is ADL related. Fair. Well, that's how I was trying to jump to it. Thank you. But yes, we have multiple lawmakers on camera admitting in multiple interviews that the real reason that they wanted to ban TikTok was because of pro-Palestinian sentiment.
But in those videos, multiple people said, at least until after the election. Election is done, motherfuckers.
Yep. Yeah. And so now let's talk about it. So I really want to talk about TikTok because I find this stuff so incredibly frustrating, what happened with this whole mess. So anyways, as you know,
didn't I send you an article?
Maybe under a different tab. Do you remember what the article? Which one was it? Was it the Palestinians defy Israel's ban? Was it that one?
It's the Rolling Stone.
Oh, you want me to open? Okay, no, I have the thing up. Just not the article
open it. I want you to read some of the article.
Sorry, I didn't understand. I thought you meant a separate article. All right, let's take a look. I'll pull it up. So anyways, lawmakers admit that they want to ban TikTok over pro-Palestinian content. Uh-oh. Ads. Don't fall for it, folks. Now that a potential TikTok ban has been passed by Congress and signed by President Biden, some lawmakers are getting more comfortable saying what exactly the ban would help them accomplish. In recent days, at least two prominent Republican lawmakers have linked the possible ban to their concerns that content on the extremely popular social media app is too sympathetic to Palestinians under siege in Gaza. You want me to keep going? Talk about Romney here?
Yeah.
Yeah, Mitt Romney on Friday hosted an interview with Secretary of State Anthony Blinken at this year's McCain Institute Sedona Forum. Romney questioned Blinken as to why PR in favor of fomenting American support for Israel's ongoing war in Gaza had been so bad. Oh, who knows? Here's Blinken. The way this is played out on a social media has dominated the narrative, Blinken said of the war. You have a social media environment in which context, history, facts get lost, and the emotion, the impact of images dominates. I want to stop here because this is the shit that gets me. I can't stand Blinken because this dude, I don't think it's the same with Trump. It's the same with all of these people that are the spokes people of the apparatus of the empire. All of them have no human feelings, no compassion.
That's what I was just gonna say. Like, he's saying the emotion is what's getting to people. He doesn't fucking get that because he has none.
Yes.
Like, he literally has no emotion.
My earliest memories are memories of movies, television shows, radio programs, books, and music and art telling me that genocide is bad. In fact, the worst fucking thing to ever be done by one human to another. Okay? My whole life I'm told this. And suddenly it's, well, you don't want Trump to win, do you? You need to get behind this. And it's like, oh, I wonder why the narrative is failing. Because you told us our whole lives that genocide's bad. And we got the message. I mean, my God.
Well, and, and I knew I was going to feel like this, but let's just think about this. Let's think about the fact, if we gave in, if we fell in line and we voted for Killer Kamala, okay, and that psychopath lost anyway, would our vote have changed the election? No. Would we have to deal with the fact that we fucking sold out and have to live with the fact that we voted to continue a genocide? Yes. This is a perfect example of how our vote is ours. And I watched people deal with this shit in 2016. People I worked in the Bernie offices with, I will never vote for Hillary. Oh my God, she's Satan, blah, blah, blah. At the last fucking minute, they voted for Hillary and she lost anyway. And they still haven't forgiven themselves 8 years later. This is why we have to always stick to what we believe in. Because this genocide is not going to make a difference with one of our votes. It's not. And look, fuck Trump. And we'll get into this more with some of the other things I put in the queue. But
me as well.
I mean, yeah, things are already, different things have happened since before Trump even came into office than it's happened in 15 months. That's what I'm going to say. I'll get into it more when those slides come up.
Yep. Do you want me to read any more of this, or are we good on?
No, that's okay.
Yeah. I'm so good on these motherfuckers, these turncoats. Mm-hmm. They hate freedom of speech, Joy. They hate freedom of speech.
Only if they disagree. You have to put an asterisk next to it. You can't just say, like, they hate freedom of speech. No, they don't. They hate freedom of speech when they don't agree with what they're saying. It depends. That's all they need.
Yeah, it's true. So, speaking of TikTok, as we're on this topic real quick, I wanted to show this. So right now, TikTok is banning all kinds of content as of the moment that they came back after their shutdown. So let's watch this little video about it, shall we? Okay, for whatever reason, the audio is missing on this one, but that's fine. So anyways, what he's trying to show here is literally somebody goes, they make a post on TikTok. Literally, they say the words "Free Palestine," then they get a system notification a few seconds later, And that system notification is comment removed. Your comment has been removed because of policy violations in hate speech and hateful behavior. So, by the way, in case you were wondering, if you thought that people in Palestine, that the Palestinian people should be free, you practice hate speech. So that's what's happened with TikTok, y'all. And it's not just this. There's so many examples now. I've seen people who use the word Nazi, they're getting blocked. People who speak ill of Trump have been getting their posts removed. There's a few other ones too. I didn't save some of the other examples I had, but there was like 4 or 5 different kinds of posts that were completely fine on TikTok like 2 days ago that now are all banned. So shit's gone down, y'all. Your freedom of speech. You watched the thing yesterday with Trump and his little executive order signing spree. You watched that, right?
No, I was sick literally all day.
Oh, okay.
I did. I mean, I watched clips and read articles about like each one.
It was pretty funny. I wish I'd grabbed the clip. It was really funny. There's one moment where Trump he's taking questions and somebody asks like, "But weren't you opposed to TikTok before you then supported it?" It's like, yeah, but then I did a video on TikTok and everybody loved me, and I decided this is great. It's just like it's incredible. It's like you vote for these people and you think, man, these people have solid ass principles, and then the motherfuckers will be like, yeah, I thought that, but then I didn't. It's like cool.
But here's the thing: like Trump is so impressionable. Like,
yes,
since he got a ceasefire, like, and I know there's issues with it. I'll get to that later. But since he got a ceasefire, a lot of pro-Palestine people have been like giving him a little bit of a pat on the back and stuff. So if we had TikTok back to how it was, he'd probably be trending in a good way.
You're probably right.
Which is why I thought for sure he'd overturn that shit like ASAP and be like, nope. TikTok goes back because they like me now.
Yeah, it was one of the first handful of executive orders he signed yesterday. Yeah. And yeah, he just straight up said it. He's like, yep, I got really popular with it. And then I saw the value of it. He just said it. You know, he's very transactional, you know, just know that if you ever want to get in good with Trump, nuzzle his orange nuts a little bit and you're in. He loves that.
I maintain that the easiest way to get him to do something is by saying, you know, I know you would never do Medicare for all. Like, I know you never would. I think it'd be cool, but obviously everyone knows you would never do that. Who says I wouldn't do that? I would do that. Do people really think I won't do that? I'll do it. That's how you get to people like him, classic narcissist. You challenge them and say they won't do something, and they will do it and do it ASAP. But
exactly.
nobody.
It's like Trump just isn't strong. Trump's just not strong enough to do universal health care. He just doesn't have the guts.
No, I'm using that as an example.
He's a little weak.
That is how you get someone like him to do something.
It's amazing, right? I love it. I love that people could be that like easy to sway. All you need is a little bit of grease their sack a little bit, and they're happy. That's all you need. Can I say grease the sack? I think that's technically okay.
That's a technical term.
Good.
What did I say the other night? Oh my God, what did I say? It was like, God, I can't even. Maybe it was, I think it was when I had Rathbone back on my show. Maybe it was Rathbone. I had someone on and I said, that's like, you know, like, coin with two heads, or two-headed snake. And I said that's like two balls in one sack or something. I don't know, but it was really bad. And I wasn't laughing. I just like said it. And now I'm like proud of it because it made no sense, but it was still funny.
I like it. I like it. All right. So while we're talking about Trump's executive orders, I would love to just jump into that because honestly, I think that was my most important news item until the Nazi salute, and then suddenly it was like, okay, well, clearly this is what the entire world's talking about. But let's talk about, oh my God, Trump's executive orders. Now, I want to jump into this. I don't believe this one was one of his executive orders, but I wanted to bring it up first because I think it's the perfect example of pay to play. Okay. So at Trump's inauguration, I don't know if you watched it, but in the front row behind him during the inauguration, where normally it is the top American heads of state, politician-y type people sit in those seats, this time it was all billionaires who gave Trump $1 million for his inauguration speech events. Okay. So let me share this. Get ready for this. So then Trump, he announces that he will be making, let me share this to you. So I'll say it as we pull it up because it kind of blew my mind. Trump has announced that he will be making a $500 billion investment into the private AI sector's infrastructure. Okay. So I want you to imagine a magician and he takes a bag of money that says 1 million on it. Okay. And then he waves his little wand over it and then he throws a towel over it and goes, Shazam, alakazoo. And now your $1 million has magically transformed into $500 billion of taxpayer money for subsidies for the world's most profitable companies. It's incredible. It was just like that. I saw it happen. I saw the magic. I felt it. It was like watching David Copperfield fly through the air. It was incredible. So I wanted to share that. $500 billion. Okay. Let's jump to some of these executive orders. Are you ready? Unless you want to say something about $500 billion flushed.
I mean, honestly, do you want my honest response? What I was thinking?
Please.
I'd rather that than it go to Israel.
But it probably will. It's going to go there too.
I know, but like that was my initial thought.
I know. I'd like that too. I'd be like, fine, whatever. Let Elon have the money as long as you spare these babies. But no, it'll go to both. All right, let's pull up the list.
What was up with him like rolling his head back and stuff? Like, what was up?
Oh, I wish we grabbed a video of that. He was so high on ketamine because he's a ketamine addict. That's fine,
Wasn't that? I thought that's over the counter though.
Sort of. It's horse tranquilizer. So kind of.
I think it's powder over the counter.
No. You cannot buy. No, you cannot buy ketamine over the counter for humans. You can.
I must be thinking of something else. But
ketamine is a straight up like restricted drug for sure.
Because he was. I was
like, oh yeah, he was rolling.
I thought like legit, he was trying to stim. Like, for those who are familiar with autistic terms, stim is like stimulate. And I thought maybe after he did his salute, he's going to use his autism as an excuse. So he's just going to sit here and like stim and stuff like that to like be like, see, he did this and this is weird too. I don't know. It was just really fucking odd. Really odd.
Can I tell you, I thought maybe he was autistic, but then after he did the Nazi salute, I was like, hold on. Is this autism or Auschwism? I can't tell anymore. I can't tell.
No.
Is it brain issues or is it that he's a fucking Nazi? By the way, I wish I'd saved some of these, but like you guys can just go and look. It's incredible the number of Nazis that Musk has given back their accounts to on X. B, he follows them and he boosts their posts regularly. C, he converses with them openly. There was the famous post where somebody literally did the classic canard of, oh, the Jews are the reason that the immigrants are coming to your country because the Jews are trying to destroy Western civilization. And Elon Musk says, this is absolute 100% truth. That was how he responded to one of the ugliest and most anti-Semitic things ever. And by the way, immediately Netanyahu called him out for it. and then Musk goes to Israel, does his little praying at the Wailing Wall, and now he's in good.
Yeah.
Now he's in
and
good.
When he went to Israel, he kissed the ground. Did you see that? Yes. He literally kissed the ground. And here's the real, dude's from Africa. Man. He should understand what apartheid is.
Oh, he does, believe you me.
That's why he's okay with it.
Oh, he supports it, man. I mean, look at it this way. His entire fortune is because of apartheid. Of course he supports apartheid. I mean, my God, he'd be like shining people's shoes, this asshole, if it weren't for hundreds of millions from daddy's apartheid emerald mine. Yeah, I'm sorry. This dude would be delivering your fucking pizza. I am convinced. But hey, now he's the world's richest Nazi. Great.
Well, that's what I was honestly, one of the reasons he's rich is because people keep buying his stupid fucking cars.
I don't know why, because I mean, did everybody see the Cybertruck? I mean, it literally looks like a dumpster with wheels. It is one of the ugliest things I've ever witnessed.
Last week, I shared a video of this guy who couldn't even get out of a fucking inch of snow with one. Just kept like,
oh yeah, the wheels broke, didn't they? Like they broke the axles trying to turn.
Like we boycott. Well, I don't boycott Starbucks because I've never been there in my life, and I don't plan on it. But we boycott Starbucks, boycott this, that, and the other. Why the fuck aren't people boycotting Tesla? Like, for real, why the fuck are you paying all that money for a stupid fucking car to begin with?
Yeah. Death to Tesla the worst had, car of all time.
Hit, and that was
it. Yeah. And by the way, Elon did not invent that good hit. He bought an already successful electric car company and then expanded on it. But he bought an existing successful business. He didn't start a successful business.
No, I'm talking about the music of Tesla.
The music?
You don't know who Tesla is?
Oh, I thought we were talking about cars. I didn't know you meant.
I was making a joke. I said they had one good hit.
I thought you were talking about like one of the first Model S Teslas that was like.
No, I was talking about that hot jam Tesla had.
My bad. I keep forgetting to listen to more music from the 70s. Thank you.
80s.
Is it 80s? I thought it was like late 70s, but maybe I'm wrong.
80s.
Cool. All right, so let's jump in, guys. As you know, Donald Trump had a great day yesterday, just the best day, and he spent part of it being a dictator, as he said he would. And oh my God, the executive orders that this man passed. Now, I have people left and right telling me, oh, don't worry, Josh, the Supreme Court and the federal courts are going to turn down most of this. And I'm like, did you forget that the Supreme Court and the federal courts were packed by this asshole? But anyway, let's take a look. First and foremost, Donald Trump pardoned 1,500 some people. And it didn't give the details here, but I was listening to a thing about it. And they were saying something like there were 6 of the 15 to 1,600 people that were released that were just commuted, meaning we admit that you actually did a crime, but you still get to go free.
Yes.
But the thing is, there were like hundreds of police officers that were injured on January 6th. There were people that lost fingers, eyes, brain damage. There were people that died afterwards, a couple of suicides and a heart attack from the violence that was done. And we have these people on videotape violently attacking police. And then you literally have during the inauguration, you had Trump going up there talking about, oh, we're going to let go of these poor hostages, these January 6 hostages. You know, I don't think it's fair that they should have to be in jail when all these Antifa people, they burned down all these cities and no one went to jail. And it's like, dude, I wish that were true, right? that nobody went to jail for those protests. No, shit tons of people did. We got videos of people literally getting black bagged kidnapped off the streets of Portland by unmarked cops without badge numbers. We have video, like that shit happened. Like to act like people didn't go to jail that committed crimes and were caught on camera committing the crimes, they absolutely did. I don't know. I get real bent out of shape about this because I'm not a fan of cops, but those cops don't deserve to have their faces bashed in because they're just there protecting the Capitol. And if you do that,
I don't know, like the whole January 6th thing, like I'm just like people have obsessed about it for 5 years, 4 years, and I'm just kind of like, I really don't care. Like, I guess I just don't. Like, I feel like, I mean, this is something he said he was going to do on day one, literally for like 2 years. And if I win on day one, I'm pardoning all of them. Like, this is not a surprise at all. And I mean, we just had a president. What?
I said, I figured they'd keep the violent ones that they literally have on tape, like ripping out cops' organs with flagpoles and stuff. If you got that on tape, I'm guessing you're going to have to do some time for it. They say no. They say everybody.
I don't see him going through. He had already said countless times on day one, to go through that process and say,
you're right.
Okay, you're saying, and okay, wait, you can go out. I got to look into that one more. Like, he's not going to do that. He's not.
And you're right, because do you know why he's not, now that I'm thinking about it? Because to do so is to admit that your narrative is a lie. And his narrative is that January 6th was a love fest and everybody was hugging and kissing the cops. He literally said that like 100 times. They were hugging and kissing the cops. So, yeah, if you admit literally we couldn't let these guys out due to their violent actions, then that means there was violence. So best to just release them all and be like, what violence? So, I don't know. I think you're right. You're right. I'd hoped that, the people that are all about law and order and all the people that, suck the cop boot all day long, they'd be like, beating cops is bad though, right? No, I guess not. So keep that in mind, everybody. I told somebody this one earlier. I said, I'm so angry at the Democrats and more at not just the Democrats, but at us and our apathy, because literally these people on January 6th, mistakenly so, because they were lied to, they went and they ransacked the damn Capitol because they were told that democracy was at stake. Well, you know what? We had 2 primary elections stolen from us. 2 consecutively. And I didn't see anybody do shit about it. And now I'm watching these assholes.
We were in the streets every fucking day.
No, I know, but I'm saying we didn't accomplish shit and we didn't take the Capitol.
No, we didn't.
That's what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, these assholes not only are not in jail, they are now basically folk heroes. And I'm saying to myself, God damn it, that could have been us. We could have stood up to the Democratic Party and stood up to a broken voting system that robbed the people of their fucking will. We could have.
But
no folk hero status for us.
We have to look beyond right now. Okay, the Dems have fucking obsessed over January 6th for 4 years.
Yeah.
Obsessed. Out of everything that's going wrong, that is way more prevalent, way more pressing, and way more important to the majority of Americans, they focus on that shit. And the fact of the matter is, it's not that important when you break things down. I'm sorry, it's not. Like,
no, that's fair.
I mean, like, I personally don't really care that much. I mean, I can't help it. Like, I think, like, maybe it's because as an activist, as a protester, like, I'm not saying I would do that. It's just, like, I think if people really, really, really want to stop being, making them celebrities and stuff, this was the best thing they could do. Because what would have made it a million times worse is if Trump kept saying, day one, I'm going to release them, and he didn't do it. That is when it would get scary. Because then all his people would fucking riot.
They might. Well, but
is
then they'd be rioting
way
against
scarier
Trump.
than
They
this.
see him as like a damn near like messianic figure. You know, literally, God spared his life so he could save America and all that crap that he pushes and people.
Right. So then why wouldn't we be like, hopefully this now can fucking be buried. Let's not talk about January 6th anymore. Who gives a fuck? Like, who cares? I don't care. Like, I don't care. I don't.
No, I hear you. I hear you.
I think it was fucking hilarious when that dude put his feet up on Pelosi's desk. I can't help it. I'm not.
Apparently, that same guy took a shit on that desk afterward,
which is also hilarious.
It's hilarious, but it's also pretty gross.
I don't know. See, to me,
I've been angry, but I've never pooped on nobody's nothing. I'm just saying.
I mean, I can't say I wouldn't poop on her desk if somebody,
Careful, Joy, they're gonna round
if
you
I
up.
was there and like someone was like, "Yo, you should poop on her desk," I might be like, interesting.
Jesus.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, it probably felt like really good afterwards. Like,
no, God, I don't even want to. No, this has to stop. If I can't say certain words, you can't use certain subjects because I swear YouTube's going to get us for that. Feeling
for what?
Good. No, you started describing the emotion of the poop, and I can't do it. I'm not there.
No. I'm saying the act would make him feel good. Like, yo, I just did that. Yo, I kick ass. I literally just pooped on someone's desk.
I'm like a patriotic soft serve ice cream machine. Great.
I mean, I'm going to get so much shit for this because no, I am absolutely not glorifying any violence whatsoever for any reason, but I am saying that when people like, especially the MSM, obsess over something for years, like the Russia, and the January 6th, it makes me honestly just not care about it.
I hear you. For me, like the reason that like it hit me is because I was literally going from live stream to live stream to live stream at the moment it was going down and seeing from like 100 different angles some of the most intense violence I ever saw at a protest ever. I mean, and I was like, wow. And so I figured, well, we definitely should do something because we can't, allow that level of violence in our nation's capital. Obviously, that doesn't set any kind of good precedent. And I just figured, yeah, obviously these people are going to get arrested because they obviously committed crimes and obviously they're going to have to deal with it. And that's their own bag because, damn it, they made the decision. But I don't know. Now here we are and they're all free and they're all basically folk heroes. And I'm sure they're going to go and tour around with Trump and sing songs with him in a giant stadium somewhere. I'm sure it's going to happen. Like they'll sell tickets.
And he'll be focused on that and he won't do other shit that actually matters.
Yeah. I hope you're right. I don't know. I just find it all it just feels like we sidestepped whatever world we were in before and we've just entered into some Twilight Zone-y place where like now cops can be beaten and the people get dismissed. But as long as you agree,
and nothing happens to cops who do it.
See, that's what I'm saying. I'm not pro-cop. I'm just pro-fairness of law. If there's going to be a law that I get fucked if I fuck with a cop, then there needs to be a law that you get fucked if you fuck with a cop. I don't like this one-sided brown shirt shit. It's very upsetting. That's why I'm upset.
I mean, they're white.
Yeah.
It's that easy. If they were brown, they'd be dead.
Yeah.
Black and brown people would never, ever even be on those steps and survive.
Yeah.
But anyway, let's get to the next one.
Okay.
Do I see Apple Jacks up in this bitch?
So let's check this out. Immigration. This is the next executive order. Oh, I'm sorry. We got all kinds of awesome people over there. Applejack, Beautiful Day, Mina Lita, and others. Hello, everybody in the chat. All right. So immigration. Oh my God, he signed so many immigration orders. The one that got me, and the one that I don't know how this is going to play out. Trump declared basically that the 14th Amendment is null and void, and that his executive order says that you can no longer have birthright citizenship, and that he can revoke people who were born in America, who are citizens and have been citizens, citizenship, and then deport them. So again, if you read the 14th Amendment, I should probably pull it up because it's just straight up says that if you're born on this soil, you are a citizen with all rights and privileges inferred. Just there it is. Trump says, no, I'm throwing that out. Now, here's the problem. I got all these people telling me, don't worry, don't worry. The federal courts and the Supreme Court, they're going to throw it right out. And I'm like, I don't think so, man. Like, do you remember what happened with Roe v. Wade? They used some like 180-year-old like piece of law to be like, oh, we're going to use this to throw out a chunk of the 14th Amendment and destroy Roe v. Wade. And it's like, wait, you're relying on a law that existed before the act of a surgical abortion? Like, doesn't that feel kind of crazy? Like we're going back 180 years to grab a law to kill a right that people have had in this country for over 50 years. I don't know. So yeah,
the one thing, I mean, this is fucking terrifying. Like absolutely fucking terrifying. The one thing that I'm telling myself is that it would take quite a bit of time to do. That's the only thing I'm like telling myself right now to even deal with it.
It's already started. I saw this morning there were people sharing posts about how somewhere in Arizona ICE raided a apartment building. But here's the difference, and this is part of the reason why the silver lining to Trump. This shit was already happening under Biden. More people were deported under Biden from 2020 to 2024 than under Trump from 2016 to 2020. Or 2017 to 2021, whatever you want to do the math.
Do we remember basically, the pictures?
Yeah. So there it is. And that's really all you really need to say about that. It's like Biden was doing the shit that Trump did, but hypercharged, but nobody paid attention because Biden was the one doing it. And the day Trump took office, hey, check it out. Trump is raiding an apartment complex with ICE. Well, yeah, now you're finding out. Now you're getting the news about the horrors being visited upon your non-white neighbors from other parts of the world.
Okay, so my question is to AOC, because AOC used to wear her abolish ICE hat. So where are you at? What are you gonna do, AOC?
Well, I think she'll put it back on, won't she? Now that Trump's in power, she might be wearing it right now.
Probably.
The brunch is over, Joy. The brunch is over, and the libs are pissed.
So brunch is over, bitches.
Let's see. Yeah. Here's some more of the things from this executive order. Or actually, there were multiple executive orders on immigration. So there was resume construction of the border wall, end catch and release, temporarily suspend refugee resettlement from certain countries. Don't worry, folks. Certain countries just means the brown ones. It's all good.
The shithole.
Yeah, exactly. Restart the Remain in Mexico policy of his first term. Restrict asylum using 212F of the Immigration Nationality Act. Designate, oh my God, this one gets me. Designate drug cartels and gangs as foreign terrorist organizations and invoke the Alien Enemies Act of 1798 to remove them Or, as he put in his inaugural address, eliminate the presence of all foreign gangs and criminal networks. Now, there's more to this. They didn't include it in this article, but I was reading about it. This, by making them terrorists, what that means is anyone who supports them in any way, materially or even like vocally, they can then charge you with aiding and abetting terrorism. And what that means is if cousin Julio, that you didn't know, was in one of the gangs that just got labeled as terrorists, and you send a money order to him because he's like, hey, I need to pay my rent, now you can go to jail for being a terrorist supporter. So I don't know, just feels like way more prison planet fun. You know, more crime, more crimes, not crime, more crimes to charge people with. So, yeah. Oh, and I guess direct incoming attorney general to seek capital punishment for the murder of law enforcement. Oh, now he cares about law enforcement dying. Okay. Only when the brown people do it. Anyway, that's that. Trump also is
well,
drilling,
I don't want to
drilling.
keep going on this because we have other topics.
Sure. We can jump on to other topics.
And he will do more.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
Lots and lots. Okay. Blech. Do you want to move on to the one good thing that Biden may have done in his presidency?
Good thing that Biden did, besides leave office.
Hey, he left peacefully. You know, that's all you can ask for these days, right?
Leonard Peltier. Yes.
We love you. We love you, Leonard.
Yes. Finally.
Right,
50 fucking years. 50 fucking years.
Leonard is excited. He's deeply, deeply honored. When I talked to him on the phone last night after the actual order was given to him, and the papers for executive clemency were given to him, and he read it out loud, and he said, I'm finally coming home. And he's excited to be coming home in this moment. And one of the biggest things of the message that he has is deep gratitude for the 5 decades of organizing and everybody who's ever helped fight for his freedom. And so he is elated. He's excited to go back to his homelands in Belcourt, North Dakota, on the Turtle Mountain Band of Chippewa.
Do you ever watch Nick Tilson's podcast, Land Back?
Yes.
Yeah, fantastic podcast, by the way. Just thought I'd share that.
So if you guys want to learn more about Leonard, last Indigenous Peoples Day, I had an Indigenous woman who knows Leonard. I had his spiritual advisor, and I had his personal assistant on. So the 3 of them came on my show on Indigenous Peoples Day, and spoke about his experience in prison, what basically how they know him, how they interact with him. And that man has been talking about Palestine since the 70s. If you read some of those quotes, it is literally like he wrote them today. And he has said things like, if I get out tomorrow, I'm in those streets. And you know what? I fucking believe him. He is a fighter for the people, no question. It is incredible that he is free. Absolutely incredible. I cannot fucking believe. But Biden waited till the last moment. And I don't mean the last day. I mean the last fucking moment. And even though Leonard Peltier is innocent, the fact that he was accused of killing FBI and Biden let him out, holy fuck. Like, are you serious right now? Because, a lot of people are like, oh my God, he killed FBI, but he didn't. But regardless,
where's the evidence?
The fact that he let him out, I am fucking shocked. And honestly,
truly,
one thing that I'm thinking about is honestly, pretty much 99.999, if not 100% of pro-Palestine people want Leonard Peltier out. And I'm almost thinking this was one of his ways to be like, Yeah, okay, but like he's a genocider, but don't forget he did let out Leonard Peltier.
I
I
mean,
always
honestly,
think of
no, go ahead.
what?
I was
No, go
just going to
ahead.
say,
What?
honestly, I've been thinking about it, and I was thinking about like who did like Biden like do good for truly, and the only people I can think of were the Native Americans because again, he got Deb Haaland as the head of the
He
land
doesn't give a
management.
shit about natives.
No, well, we can argue that, but I'm saying she was the first Native ever put to that position, and that was huge for the
How did
Native people.
he get her?
They
People
appreciated
rallied
that.
for her. People campaigned for her.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
he ultimately he pulled the lever, and the fact that he did, that was like honestly the first good thing that Biden did, and the last good thing that Biden did were both for the Native community, and beyond that, maybe the CHIPS Act. But what I found funny is Biden's always like, "What about the Build Back Better Act I did?" And it's like, "I built the bridges," and it's like, dude, that's your fucking job. Your job is to get the roads built. It's not some grand accomplishment when you do the job of your presidency. Like I want you to do things that are outside the norm. Like roads getting fixed, that's supposed to be normal. That's not a win. I don't I'll never understand that shit. So yeah, I don't know.
yeah,
I just
Deb
had to laugh.
Haaland was a very big disappointment, including
And
to my Indigenous brothers and sisters who I know. She has, yeah, very, very huge disappointment. And it seems like she is, you know, technicality, cool. We have, a native elected person, which is awesome. It should have happened a bajillion years ago, but
yeah, since it's that
she's not helping
no,
natives.
sadly not. Sadly not. I mean, she's done some really great events. I've seen her give some really great speeches, and that's great. But at the end of the day, it's like she's still signing off on like drilling permits on native lands, and not that's not good. That's the opposite of what the natives are calling for. So she's not representing them. She's just repping them. And I guess the rep is good. It's good to have you know, but it's not being represented, you know. So I don't know. Like I said, when Trump came in, his first act was he axed the what was that awful global contract that was a Pacific what was it called, the
Keystone
PPP or no?
XL.
What was it?
Keystone XL.
No, not that. It was just a global like a trade agreement. It was like the Pacific.
Oh, the
Uh,
Paris Accord.
no, not the Paris Accord. It's like the Pacific Trade Agreement. I think it was something like that.
Oh,
Anyways, it
oh,
was
yeah, 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 yeah.
yeah. And in it there was a part where they were trying to basically take away our right to seek damages against any private company that harms us. They tried to like make litigation forced upon everyone in this agreement. And Trump's like, yeah, that's bullshit. The Democrats were all for it. Trump's like, no, I'm actually against this. It's bad for people to not be able to, sue somebody that hurts you. So I'm gonna ditch this. And he did. And I was like, okay, he did something good. I can't think of many things he did good after that, but I gave him credit in the moment. I give Biden credit now.
Yeah, it's broken clock.
Exactly. That's what I said in my post. Even a broken clock. And here's Leonard Peltier. Yep. So that's Leonard Peltier. That is great news. I'm really, 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 really
phenomenal.
Happy. One good thing came. Let's get into some comedy. Semi-comedy. We got some Dave Chappelle coming up here. Are you ready?
It's not even really comedy. He's
not
great, but it's
really good.
It's powerful.
Yeah, I'm willing to say up front, I'm not a big fan of some of his politics, but I appreciate his perspective and I appreciate his comedy. Either way.
While I was there, Jimmy Carter flew to Israel. So everybody in the region was talking about a former American president being in the Middle East. And while he was in Israel, a book of his was released, and its title was very controversial in Israel. And the title of the book was Palestine, Peace, Not Apartheid. People were very mad in Israel. There was a lot of mean stories that came out in the paper, but some people were supportive. And while he was there, Jimmy Carter said, I want to go to the Palestinian territory. And the Israeli government said it's too dangerous. And if you go, you're not protected. And man, Jimmy Carter went anyway. I will never forget the images of a former American president walking with little to no security while thousands of Palestinians were cheering him on. And when I saw that picture, it brought tears to my eyes. I said, I don't know if that's a good president, but that right there, I am sure is a great man. It made me feel very proud. The presidency is no place for petty people. So Donald Trump, I know you watch the show. Man, remember, whether people voted for you or not, they're all counting on you. Whether they like you or not, they're all counting on you. The whole world is counting on you. And I mean this when I say this. Good luck. Please do better next time. Please, all of us, do better next time. Do not forget your humanity, and please have empathy for displaced people, whether they're in the Palisades or Palestine. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you for sharing that.
Love it.
I have to point out, he did this on Saturday Night Live. Like,
I know.
And I'm so fucking grateful. I'm so grateful.
Like,
thank you.
What? Like, I cannot fucking believe they didn't bleep him out.
I was amazed too. I was like, oh wow, they're just gonna let you. And that's the thing. That's the power of having power. Like, Dave Chappelle has power because he is so fucking popular that he's like, no. I'll do SNL. But you're going to give me an 18-minute opening fucking speech, and I'll get to say everything.
Honestly, I think regardless of who he is, I think he probably didn't tell him he was doing that part.
Oh, probably not, because they would have probably said no.
Yeah. I mean, he knows his audience. Yeah. I wanted to share that because it was really fucking powerful.
All right, so what you just witnessed there is how a human being responds with compassion to a horrible situation. We'd now like to show you what the opposite looks like. I saw this video too. When me and my partner watched this as it was happening live, we both gasped when he said this.
That are you, Mr. President, that you can keep the ceasefire in Gaza and conclude the 3 phases of this deal?
I'm not confident. That's not our war, it's their war, but I'm not confident, but I think they're very weakened on the other side.
Do you support the 2 states?
Gaza, boy, I looked at a picture of Gaza. Gaza is like a massive demolition site. That place it's really got to be rebuilt in a different way.
Do you plan to help rebuilding Gaza?
I might. You know, Gaza is interesting. It's a phenomenal location. On the sea, best weather, you know, everything's good. It's like some beautiful things could be done with it, but it's very interesting. But some fantastic things could be done with Gaza.
How do you see the future in governance for Gaza?
Well, it depends. I can't imagine you could have, well, you certainly can't have the people that were there. Most of them are dead.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Yeah. And I just want to point this out again, okay? Every person that I know that isn't like a brain-warped Zionist super Nazi can look at any picture of the skyline of Gaza now, which is, there isn't one, okay? And they look at this destruction and they're like, I've never seen this before. I've never seen this level of destruction. Oh my God, these poor people. This dude hears it or sees the picture and he's like, oh my God, that poor real estate. Just that he didn't feel for a single human. He went to the real estate. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, okay? And everybody can get pissed off. I don't care. I believe that every living president should be in the fucking Hague. Every living president should be in the fucking Hague.
Obviously.
Jesus. I don't know how to deal with that kind of inhumanity. And this is who runs the shit. Because apparently, I mean, you can't get the sausage made without killing so many 100,000 kids. So got to have somebody in there who doesn't feel when a few 100,000 kids go in the meat grinder. You got to have somebody who keeps grinding. He's a grinder. You know, great. That's what we need, right? To keep this hideous empire rolling along. Oh, yeah. I don't know. How do we accept this? This is the banality of evil, y'all. Right there. Right there.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah. Sorry, I got triggered.
What do we have next?
All right, let's pull up what's next. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I just don't understand that lack of humanity.
No, I mean, that's how I'm sure most of us feel. I have like 20 times a day of that same, reaction.
Yeah. God.
See if you can turn up.
What's really interesting?
Oh, wait, this one's better.
Yeah, no, that last one was just because the reporters aren't mic'd. So, and I don't think Trump was either. So.
You know what's really interesting and deserves a little more attention is the fact that since the beginning of the ceasefire, not one case of looting or assault has been recorded. And the UN came out and said the same thing, that since the beginning of the ceasefire, not one case of looting of any of the aid trucks had been recorded. And that shows us three things. One, that the people of Gaza, after experiencing the most brutal genocide on their people, came back with the same values and discipline as they had before the war. And number two, that the people of Gaza alone are able to govern themselves and have a place that is secure for all their citizens without anyone intervening, and specifically not the occupation. And number three, that all the accusations that we heard of during this war about aid trucks being looted and assaults were nothing but confessions by the occupation itself. You know what's really interesting and deserves a little more attention?
Very good point.
Is that it?
Yeah, that was the whole clip. But yeah, they after the ceasefire was announced, suddenly now all the aid trucks are fine to go in. It's like, oh wait, I thought there was a problem with the aid and it might be full of weapons and God knows what. Hence the reason you could only let in like one out of every like 50 aid trucks. No, they just immediately like, there you go.
It was at one point, it was 1 out of every 300.
Jesus.
Yeah.
What's wrong with these people? How do you do this to human beings? I don't understand.
Real human being cannot fathom it. That's the thing. Like, we try to make sense of it and we can't. If you can, if you are one of those people who are Zionist psychopaths and you try to rationalize what is being done to them, you are a fucking psycho.
Yeah.
No sane person and no person with any humanity could ever even think or conceive of a way that you can try to negate any kind of responsibility for doing that to people.
It's I don't know, it's shocking. And God, I don't know. I feel for there's all the people I feel for. I don't just feel for the Palestinians. I also feel for some of the people in Israel who are the people of conscience, people like you and me, who when they see this shit, they're like, my heart is cracking in two.
Yeah,
I know there's probably how many million of them? You know, they make up like 19% of the electorate, people that are against this shit, but they're the small minority in a country where like 4/5 of the people are like, kill them all. So yeah. I don't know how you.
So this show is like really, really going on long. So let's just show this.
Sure. Is it a long video? This one's like 16 minutes. Do you want to show the whole thing?
Yeah, no, it's only, I'll tell you where to stop it.
Okay.
We begin with breaking news as Israel and Hamas have agreed to the first phase of a ceasefire and hostage deal that could pave the way for an end to the bloody and brutal 15-month war and the release of American hostages. You are looking here at reactions to the news of the agreement, which was celebrated by Palestinians in Gaza and Israelis in Tel Aviv. U.S. and Qatari officials announced the contours of the deal this afternoon, which is set to happen in 3 phases, starting with a 6-week ceasefire that would see the withdrawal of Israeli forces from populated areas in Gaza and the release of women, elderly, and wounded hostages held by Hamas in exchange for the release of Palestinian prisoners. President Biden says American hostages will be among those released in this first phase. There are 3 American citizens being held in Gaza who are still believed to be alive, and we will speak to the father of one of those hostages in just a moment. In his remarks announcing the deal, President Biden laid out the details of the next 2 phases of the agreement, which are still being negotiated. We should note he accidentally referred to Hamas as Hezbollah during part of his remarks.
All right. Good? Or should I try to skip past
No,
this?
I actually wanted to show that part as well.
Okay, great. Oh,
No, I said I wanted to keep showing it, but it's fine.
Oh, you did. I'm so sorry. My apologies. I
Can we just cut right next to the next video so we can share that and then wrap it?
Absolutely. Bing.
You know, if you're somebody who like hasn't gotten involved in the whole like Israel Palestine thing, and you're like, it's so complicated, I don't know what to believe, or this or that, or blah 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 blah, look at the fucking hostages. Yeah. Literally, that's all you have to do. You don't have to know about the Nakba. You don't have to know about anything. Look at the hostages. Holy shit! You can look at the hostages that Hamas has held for 15 months. 15 months, you can look at the 3 women hostages. They're smiling. They're perfectly healthy. They have clean clothes on. They're literally like smiling and hugging their captors. And they have gift bags from Hamas. One of them's wearing a necklace given to her, a Palestinian necklace given to her by one of the captors. These people are perfectly healthy. Nothing's wrong with them. And they've even been checked out by Israel's medical teams and military. They say, no, nothing's wrong with them. They're perfectly healthy. And then look at the hostages released today from Israel. The hostages. Remember, there's 9,400 of them. Look at the ones that have been released. Their eyes are like they look like they've seen the horror of the universe. One of the young women is clutching her hand, which was broken just last week by her captors. Like they're skinny and gaunt. They've lost like 25% of their body weight. They've like hollow eyes and oh my gosh. Like if you can't fucking tell the difference between Hamas and Israel at this point, you are the dumbest fucking human being on the planet. And listen, I'm not defending Hamas. I'm not a fan of Hamas. Like, they've done horrible things to their own people. I'm not a fucking fan, okay? But I understand them. I understand their resistance. I understand why, like, this organization has power there because they're all orphans. Orphaned by Israel, the same group that is literally tortured these fucking hostages whom like, oh my gosh, they look like completely different human beings. And meanwhile, Hamas is like treating these people with absolute dignity, man, taking care of them, like, and loving them and just treating them like human beings. Like, if you cannot fucking tell the difference simply by looking at the hostage exchange, you're a waste of space on this planet because you are so stupid and so ignorant that nothing anybody could tell you could ever fucking fix you. Like, really, seriously, wake the fuck up. It is time to absolutely, for the entire fucking world, to condemn the genocidal terroristic state of Israel and dismantle it from the fucking top to the bottom. Dismantle.
Boom. Heck yeah. And you know
they
what?
I was are giving them gift bags. Like, legit. They're giving them gift bags. They're hugging them. They are smiling. Like, I was talking to a couple of my Palestinian comrades, and they were like saying, we're not surprised because it's tradition in Palestinian culture that regardless, even if you don't like the people or anything like that, anyone who is in your presence, you treat as family. That is your family. You clothe them, you feed them, you do whatever they need. Whereas Israel, not so much. The before and after photos are just, mind you, I don't know if you guys know this, but anyone who is caught celebrating the hostage returns, because that's what they are, hostage returns, the 9,400 imprisoned, including as young as 12 years old.
Women and children.
They literally, what?
I said, yeah, mostly women and children.
I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, my apologies. Can I interject and tell you?
If any Palestinians are caught celebrating, their family members celebrating that they are home, they will be arrested by IDF on the spot for celebrating.
There was one kid, he was 12 when they arrested him. I think he threw a rock, or as the ADL claims, children throwing boulders, because, why not? But no, the kid threw like a rock. He was 12 and he's been in jail, held as a hostage for 10 years, comes out, like the dude said, 1,000-yard stare, gaunt as a skeleton. And this kid has not seen his family in 10 years. And you're telling me it's a crime for anyone to show any celebratory emotion towards seeing your child for the first time in 10 years? Come on. What is this insanity? Like, what? Why?
Because
even
when you have no soul and you have no emotion, you see it as weakness, and you don't want to see anyone else have it because you're fucking psycho, and Zionists are psycho.
Yeah.
So on that note, guys, it's been almost 2 hours. I'm sick. It's just, I'm like beat. So
we love you, Joy. Thanks
guys
for sticking it out, even though you're not feeling well.
Thanks, guys, so much for watching. Tomorrow night I'll be with Matt, 9 p.m. Eastern. He'll be joining me to talk about some other news, and also do not forget to watch Do Dissidents on Thursday at noon. I'm going to have 2 really, really big announcements.
So cool.
Also, watch last night's stream I made. It's about my visit to prison the other day to see Temujin Kensu. It's really emotional, but I felt the need to make a video about being in prison with him and seeing him and being able to interview him in person at prison for over 4 hours. It was really powerful and emotional. So watch that as well. Thank you guys so much. Smash the like button, smash subscribe. Josh?
Yeah, smash the patriarchy, smash ICE, smash anything that you believe is doing harm to humanity. I give you permission to smash.
And I will let you pick the leader of the parade.
I get to choose the Grand Marshal.
You always want to do this, and I push back.
It's true. All the time, Joy's like, we can't have Elon Musk be the Grand Marshal every week because every week.
Trying, but this week he deserved it.
It was going to go to Trump. But honestly, it has to go to the rikest man in the world, Elon Musk. You are our Grand Marshal or Grand Wizard, whatever you want to call it, that will be marching all of capitalism. I'm sorry, goose stepping all of capitalism off the cliff. Congratulations. Congratulations, Elon. You did it. You did it.
Congratulations. Well, thank you guys so much for watching again. Much love. See you tomorrow night.
We love you guys. Peace, and we'll see you next time on the Capitalist Death Parade.